Hello to all. I hope everyone is doing great. Happy November 2023. Greetings from current location, Hawaiian Gardens, California. All right, let's get to it. So I want to make this video, Western society. I can only speak for the Western society. So comparisons will be the end of our communities and our friendships and our just connections to one another. I feel like in the Western society, maybe other parts of the world too, just in general, we're all taught to compare ourselves to one another. School systems, jobs, etc. I want to speak on this because this is what's coming to me to speak on. So, as a woman especially, I can't speak for men. I'm sure men can speak for themselves. So, as women, we're taught to compete with one another. I have recently switched my thinking. Not that comparison is good for our own development, for self-improvement. However, I believe that we should compare ourselves to who we were yesterday. Strive to be the best person that you can be today, for the future, yada, yada, yada. Be the best person you can be. When you see someone else and you feel something, whether it be triggered, whether it feels like jealousy or envy, let that be clues to your development of what is it that I feel that I'm lacking? What can I improve? What is this person telling me about myself that I can improve? Appreciate other people's attributes, assets, the things that they carry that you appreciate and want to incorporate into yourself. Appreciate that. Let us not constantly compare. Comparisons cause us to want to bring each other down. It's ego. Are you operating off of your ego, or are you operating off of the divine light that God gives to you that is within you? Are you operating out of love and authenticity? Ego. When I recognize that someone might want to have a connection with me based off of ego, and there's signs like, wait, this kind of doesn't feel right, and this is I'm starting to sense that the energy is not even sincere. You're operating off of ego. You want something from me, or you want to it's all very sneaky in a way. If we could all appreciate one another and be more authentic with ourselves and one another and the things that we want out of life, the things that we want out of other people, we wouldn't be living in such a fake world. Okay, fake, since it has such a negative connotation to it. Okay, the other word to fake would be unauthentic. Like you're no authenticity to you. Why? Because it's the programming. We're programmed not to even know who we are. We're programmed to not care for ourselves. It's that worker mentality. Work, 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 work. American dream, corporate America. Work, 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 work. Look at the fact that, look at our economy. The transfer of wealth. It's like just a whole bunch of topics. But with the whole bundle of, to try to, what I'm trying to say is, to make a change in this world, to make a change in our communities, in our nation, in our culture, in our lack of culture, in our communication with one another, we must learn ourselves first and foremost. Be authentic. How can we be more authentic with ourselves? Do you know who you are? Do you know your likes and dislikes? Do you know the things that you run from? What are you running from? My goodness. When you're triggered, when you feel resistance, when you're angry, when you feel a strong flood of emotions, that is the prime moment. It's like, what is it called? Surfing. You need the wave to surf the wave. When you get a wave of emotions, that is the best moment in time to learn and grow yourself, because you are at the front line of an emotion, a blockage, a clue to you, to who you are. What is this feeling that I am feeling? Is this a trauma? Is this something that I need to overcome? Is this something that I'm not addressing? What is it? It's important that we do the self-work on ourselves. Why? How can you reach levels of higher vibration if you can't even love, like have true love? It's so true when they say you can't love another person if you don't love yourself. You must know who you are. You came here as a person. You have the spirit within you. God is with. Everything is God. Everything is spirit. Everything is soul. Everything is love. Everything is. It's not about changing who you are. It's about expanding who you are and becoming who you truly are. You are who you are. But we're in a society, in a country where nobody knows who they are anymore. We're like inauthentic humans that don't know how to communicate with one another, that envy one another, that are constantly competing with one another. When you remove the competition and just compete with yourself, the only competition you have is you. Other people that you feel that sense of competition, use that to better yourself, not to be better than them. It's never about being better than someone else. That, to me, is ego. You have a life. It's your life. They have their own life. They have their own desires and goals and purpose. You have your own purpose, and we're all born different. You know what I mean? I say this because I don't even know if this is like overrated or we use words as forms of communication, and I'm trying to find the words to communicate that I love everyone. Like, I want the best for everyone. And if I see someone, when I see a female or a male in a higher position, lower position, someone very attractive, less attractive, more money, less money, whatever it is, I use that as clues, as keys to my life. Oh, I like that. Oh, you know what? That makes me feel like this. Oh, maybe I need to work on this. You know what? Like, and if there's a very strong feeling, like, you dive deep within yourself. What is this that I am feeling? You know what I mean? What was I trying to get at? I think I got at what I wanted to get at. If we really want to bring back a rich culture and community, and to love one another, and to be authentic with one another, and be authentic with ourselves, this whole comparison culture must be removed from our systems. Mold it. It's not about comparing yourself to one another. That's what social media has done. That's why I got off social media such a long time ago, before people were getting off social media. Because I was like, this is so weird. It's like constantly looking at other people's picture books. I'm not... Yeah, like if in the olden days you go to someone's house, you see a photo album, that's cool. You're done with the photo album, and then you communicate with that person, because I'm here face to face with you, and I want to talk with you, and I want to connect with you. Connection, love, appreciation, joy, authenticity, being the best people that we can be. Compare yourself to the past version of you if you need to compare yourself, but always be the best person you can be. It's not about comparing yourself to what your neighbor has, to who your neighbor is dating, to how your neighbor looks, to none of that. You know what I mean? But with that being said, trying to have like a flow of communication, of thoughts, to put out a video, to communicate and to connect with the world, takes a little bit of something. So don't mind me with the little bit of rambles here and there. But overall, I just want to express high vibrations to y'all. Like, I want all of us to vibrate high and be the best versions of ourselves, and remove the comparisons, because when all these people are comparing themselves to one another, we depreciate the other. Why? Because we're comparing. Because no one wants to feel less than. No one wants to feel less than. And we shouldn't. And even same with the people that feel like they stick their nose up to other people. It doesn't matter your position. I've met people in extreme high positions with millions of dollars. I've never met a billionaire in person. I've met millionaires. Had communications, been on all of that. And some of them are more because they're connected with themselves. They don't need to feel it's like a facade. Like they don't need to stick their nose up to other people, because they know that we're all human. At the end of the day, we're all here in the flesh. Okay? At the end of the day, this flesh will die. So how are you any better than another person? Granted, we're in better circumstances and this and that. But if you're in such a high position, you should be aware of the things that go on in the world, and just want to have some love and compassion. Look, I'm just bring it back, because I can go into rivers of subjects and topics. Overall, I'm learning a lot about myself, and the more that I do, I feel more authentic with myself, with my life, how I show up with people, the communication, the conversations that I have with people. the conversations that I have with people allow people to open up to me in ways that they tell me, like, oh, I don't really talk about this with other people, or I don't open up like this to other people. And to me, that's like the greatest feeling. Like, if I can assist, facilitate your growth, if I can assist and facilitate you knowing that you are great, that the power is within you. The power is within you, okay? But never remove God. All of this is not just you. It is because of God. God first and foremost. God, Allah, the universe, the oneness of it all, whatever you want to call it. If some people want to call it Jesus, I have my own, religion, spirituality, My thing is, believe in something greater than yourself. Because if you think you are you didn't create none of this. You didn't even create your own body. You didn't create the lungs that you breathe from, that you use to breathe. I met a overt narcissist who knowingly admitted to knowing that he was a narcissist or is a narcissist. I asked him if he had children, 7 children with 4 different women. And he admitted, he said, I know I'm a narcissist. And look, there I go, going into another topic, but somehow it like connects in my brain to what I'm talking about. The point is, there are some people that just have a few screws loose. I'm coming to terms with that, because I'm the type to want to help everyone. And I've said this in other videos. Sometimes there are some people that you just cannot help. But the thing is, you can learn from them so you can be the greatest version of yourself. So to wrap this video up, if you're still here, give me a like. Come on, let me know where you're from. I be exploding. I have explosions of everything. I cannot even express the amount of love and joy that I have, that I receive from people, from the world, from God, from everything. So what I'm trying to say is, if you feel the need to compare yourself to who you were. I have a cop coming up to me. Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?